Wake up.
Welcome back, everyone. Narcissists, known for their charm, ego, and often manipulative behavior, seem to skate through life, dodging consequences and collecting admirers. But what happens when the universe starts balancing the books? In today's video, we'll explore the top 10 ways karma finally catches up with narcissists. From crumbling relationships to professional setbacks and a legacy of negativity, we're breaking down the cosmic justice that restores balance. Narcissists often overplay their hand. They believe they're invincible in their social circles. However, their relationships are usually built on unstable foundations of lies and manipulation. Over time, these foundations inevitably crumble as people start seeing through the deceit and growing tired of the emotional games. When these relationships start to disintegrate, it's a significant blow to the narcissist. Their self-esteem is heavily tied to how others perceive them. As people distance themselves, the narcissist's sense of worth and identity begins to unravel. This isn't just about losing friends, it's about losing parts of themselves. And karma doesn't stop there. As these relationships fall apart, the narcissist is often left scrambling to find new sources of admiration and validation, leading to desperate behaviors that only push people further away. It's a vicious cycle that they themselves perpetuate. So the first slice of karmic retribution is watching those carefully built relationships crumble. The workplace is often a narcissist's playground. They charm their way into positions of power, manipulate to get what they want, and often tread over others to climb the career ladder. But here's where karma steps in. The very traits that help them rise can also be their downfall. Narcissists in the workplace can create toxic environments that ultimately lead to inefficiency and dissatisfaction. While they may initially succeed through manipulation and deceit, these strategies are unsustainable. Eventually, their actions catch up with them as colleagues and supervisors become aware of their destructive patterns. As their true nature comes to light, professional relationships sour, leading to a lack of cooperation and support from colleagues. Our once celebrated narcissist finds themselves on shaky ground. Teams no longer want to work with them, and their professional network shrinks. Karma isn't just about punishment, it's about the natural consequences of one's actions echoing back. Narcissists excel in social settings. Their charisma and confidence can make them the life of the party. But these social butterflies often have a darker side, using their charm to manipulate and demean others to boost their own ego. Social status for narcissists isn't just about being liked, it's about being admired and envied. They thrive on the validation that comes from social admiration. However, their need to dominate and belittle others eventually turns the tide against them. People start to see through the facade, recognizing the manipulation and disrespect. And when that happens, the shift in how they're perceived can be dramatic. Friends start to distance themselves, invitations dry up, and the narcissist finds themselves excluded from social circles that once welcomed them. When they lose that, what's left is often just a reflection of the emptiness they've created around themselves. This loss of social status is karma's way of mirroring back the narcissist's actions, showing them that true respect and admiration are earned through genuine, caring interactions, not through manipulation and self-promotion. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, be it personal or professional. For narcissists, their habitual manipulation, lies, and deceit inevitably lead to a breakdown of trust. Narcissists often find themselves in a paradox of their own making. They crave admiration and loyalty, yet their actions systematically destroy the very trust needed to sustain those relationships. Over time, the people around them begin to see patterns in the lies and manipulations, and once trust is broken, it's incredibly hard to rebuild. It's a slow, often painful realization that the respect and trust they took for granted are not only earned but can be lost. This loss of trust is perhaps one of the most significant ways karma catches up with a narcissist. It's about a profound inner realization that they are the architects of their own solitude. Emotional isolation is perhaps one of the most significant yet understated outcomes of narcissistic behavior. Despite their outward appearance of confidence and self-sufficiency, narcissists deeply crave the validation and attention of others. When they no longer receive it due to their repeated harmful actions, they find themselves facing profound loneliness. That's a crucial point. While they may not show it, the impact of this isolation on a narcissist's mental health can be severe. They're left to face the void that their lack of genuine relationships has created, often leading to increased anxiety, depression, and in some cases, a reckoning with their own flawed behaviors. This solitude is often where karma's lesson hits hardest. Stripped of the usual adulation and attention, they are forced to confront the reality of their situation and perhaps begin to understand the depth of their actions. Narcissists often find themselves in the same failing scenarios over and over again. Their lack of self-awareness and refusal to accept responsibility prevents them from learning from past mistakes. Instead of adapting and growing, they repeat the same destructive behaviors, expecting different results. The inability to reflect and learn is a significant handicap in personal and professional growth. For narcissists, their ego shields them from the reality of their failures. They blame others, external circumstances, or bad luck, never themselves. This denial locks them into a cycle of failure. It's not about vindictiveness, it's about the natural consequences of persistent harmful behaviors. For narcissists, the repeated failures are a harsh but necessary mirror of the effects of their actions. Narcissists often think they're playing a master game of chess, always several moves ahead. However, their overconfidence and disdain for others' input can lead to disastrous decisions. They push boundaries too far, take unnecessary risks, and alienate those whose support they need. In the business world, we see this when leaders, often with narcissistic traits, ignore market data or expert advice because it doesn't fit their vision. This ego-driven decision-making process inevitably leads to failures that could have been avoided with a more collaborative and open approach. This self-sabotage is a direct consequence of their refusal to value and respect others' perspectives. It's karma in action, showing that when you undervalue the people around you, you inadvertently set yourself up for failure. Narcissists often operate under immense pressure. The need to uphold an image of perfection and superiority can lead to chronic stress, which is a catalyst for a multitude of health problems. Here, we see the stark contrast between public perception and private reality. On the surface, all seems well, but behind closed doors, the cumulative effects of their lifestyle take a toll. It's in these moments, perhaps during a quiet reflection, that the full impact of their choices becomes apparent. Recognizing how their behaviors have harmed their health could be the wake-up call needed to initiate change. Narcissists often find themselves trapped in a cycle of stunted personal development. Their inability to accept criticism or contemplate introspection hinders their growth. They remain fixated on preserving their ego rather than embracing opportunities for learning and evolution. Personal growth is about self-awareness, humility, and the ability to change and adapt. For narcissists, their self-centered view of the world prevents them from seeing the need for change. Their refusal to learn from mistakes leads to repeated failures and keeps them from truly advancing in any aspect of their lives. The insights and contributions that could have been offered are lost, and relationships that could have been deep and meaningful remain superficial and transactional. Narcissists, through their actions and behaviors, often leave a trail of discord and negativity. This isn't just about the immediate fallout of their actions, but about the lasting impression they leave on everyone they've interacted with. When we look at figures in history known for their narcissistic traits, we see a clear pattern of negative legacies. These are individuals remembered more for the turmoil they caused than for any positive contributions. It's a stark reminder that how you treat others and how you lead can define your legacy far more than your personal success or failures. This legacy of negativity is perhaps the most profound form of karmic return for narcissists. It's not just about what they experience personally, it's about what they leave behind, the memories and feelings that persist in others' lives. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to like, share, and comment. Your engagement helps support our community in striving for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Until next time, keep making waves and turning the tide.